for this video, we're gonna be talking about the evolution of human. So the first species to ever exist is Australopithecus, who lived 15 to 20 million years ago. Followed by the Ramopithecus, who lived 7 million years ago. We also have the Ardipithecus ramidus, who lived 4.4 million years ago. We also have the Australopithecus anamensis, who lived 4.2 to 3.9 million years ago, and as well as the Australopithecus afarensis, who lived 3.4 to 2.9 million years ago. The Australopithecus afarensis is considered as the common ancestor of the Australopithecus species. The Australopithecus robustus is a species of robust Australopithecine from the early and possibly Middle Pleistocene of the cradle of humankind, South Africa. The Australopithecus bozei is a species of Australopithecine from the early Pleistocene of East Africa about 2.3 to 1.1 million years ago. We also have the Homo habilis, known as the handyman, and as the direct ancestor of the modern human because of its ability to produce tools. We also have Homo erectus, which is an extinct species who lived 1.8 million to 300,000 years ago, followed by the Homo sapiens archaic, who lived 500,000 to 200,000 years ago. We also have the Homo sapiens neanderthalensis, who lived 230,000 to 30,000 years ago, followed by the Homo sapiens modern, who lived 230,000 to 30,000 years ago. So now let's talk about Homo habilis. Homo habilis has a height of about 3 to 4 feet and also has a brain size half the size of the modern human. They made tools called Oldowan, which were used as cutting tools and are made from volcanic stones. The next is we have Homo erectus. The Homo erectus was estimated to have lived from 1.8 million to 300,000 years ago, and it also has a brain size of 1,000 cubic centimeter, or about 2/3 of the modern human brain size, and has a height about 5 feet. So next we're going to be talking about the Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens are considered as modern humans. Their physical anatomy is very similar to the modern human beings. That is why it is considered as the species where all modern humans belong to. So the next is we have a Homo ergaster. The Homo ergaster is an extinct species or subspecies of archaic humans who lived in Africa in the early Pleistocene. They were also the next species to flourish, and it was from this species where Homo erectus came from. The next one is the Homo heidelbergensis. So, it was the first early human species to live in colder climates. Their short, wide bodies were likely an adaptation to conserving heat. It all lived at the time of the oldest definite control of fire and use of wooden spears, and it was the first early human species to routinely hunt larger animals. The next is we have the Homo neanderthalensis, human evolution. So, the Homo neanderthalensis and the Cro-Magnon were considered as example of the first group of Homo sapiens. The next one is we have Homo sapiens sapiens. So, Homo sapiens sapiens is a subspecies of Homo sapiens where modern human beings belong and are the only extant species of the Homo genus. Some of the early modern human remains are the Cro-Magnon in Europe, Homo in southwestern Ethiopia, and skulls of the hominids in Israel. The next one is we have the Homo floresiensis. The Homo floresiensis is one of the recent human species discovered by scientists known as the hobbit. The Homo floresiensis is a little dwarf hominin that was discovered in Liang Bua Cave in the island of Flores in Indonesia in 2003. The Homo luzonensis is a recent discovery in the Philippine archaeology. This small-bodied human species that settled in the island of Luzon between 50,000 to 67,000 years ago was discovered by a group of scientists led by Dr. Armand Mijares. So these new human species have tiny teeth, which suggests that Homo luzonensis are about less than 4 feet tall in height. Last but not the least, we have the Homo rudolfensis. The Homo rudolfensis has larger and more robust, with a heavier face and jaws and larger dentition. Their faces were long, and the lower face was thought to be somewhat orthognathic based on the type specimen KNM ER 1470. So basically, that's all for the biological and cultural evolution from Australopithecus to Homo sapiens sapiens. And I hope you learned something about it. Thank you.